Welcome,
What's going on,
welcome.
people? Go on, Dan.
First show every Monday, coming to you live and direct. Goonerz divided. That's what we've called it. Because as you may know or you may not know, me and my co-host Stan the Gooner here, we have some very different opinions, and that's how we actually got into this. Because we was met in the gym, and we just started clashing over our opinions. So we said, you know what? Well, Dan said, you know what? Let's do this, man. So here
Let's
we
get it
are
out
now,
there to the
man.
people.
I like him on a day-to-day basis, but when it comes to Arsenal, we don't get on, man. We don't get on.
And yeah, so like you said, when we first met, all we used to do was argue about Arteta. Now, for context, Dan here has not became Arteta out last season. He's been Arteta out for about 3 seasons now. So it's not just because we didn't win it last year, or just because we fell away last year and we didn't win it the year before. Since when would you say, Dan? Since the 2000 and even when we were playing all that beautiful football that year, you
What happened?
still
Shall I tell you where the Arteta out
go on,
happened? He
go
came
on.
in, I wasn't happy about it. He won the FA Cup. I said, cool. He come 8th, yeah? He then come 8th again. And then the final straw was when we finished 5th the next season, and
Okay.
we lost that Champions League. So I was
We lost to
Arteta out from
Spurs.
then. Season after that, he shocked us. He surprised us all. Went in for a title race. Yeah, got caught up in the hype again. I said, okay, Mick, Super Mick. Yeah, albeit end of the season, we got a stab in the gut. So give this guy another season. Then I just started seeing the same sign. So the season after that season, you keep banging on about, oh, we scored 89 goals, most in Arsenal's history ever.
91 goals, 89 points. It was.
Or whatever you want to call it. Season after that, I was back on my campaign. Yeah, so since then, I've been Arteta out. Same signs, same mistakes over and over again, Dan. But obviously, we know you are of a different opinion, my friend.
Of course. Look, Super Mick Arteta, of course, has come in and transformed the whole club. I don't want to keep repeating myself. Every Arsenal fan knows the situation we were in prior to Mikel Arteta coming in. And I think he's done a hell of a job. And if you look at certain clubs around us, other big clubs such as Manchester United, Tottenham, Chelsea, even to a certain extent, they're nowhere near the level of Arsenal. The consistency is nowhere near the level of Arsenal. And I just believe that Arsenal are this close, that close to doing something really special under Mikel Arteta. Now, this season, it has to be the Premier League or the Champions League. Have to win one of those two this season. And I believe that is coming. And we have to stick
You
behind
really believe that,
Mikel
Dan? Because
Arteta.
you once upon a time you believed that he was going to go unbeaten as well. So are you just saying that because you know
Listen,
what? Are you just? I have to ask you. You're just saying that because they're
look,
saying, yeah, we might win it. I've got confidence, but you're coming with chest and you're saying, I believe we're going to win the Premier League. So that's what you
yeah,
truly believe.
I do believe we're going to win the Premier League. That is my honest, true opinions. I'm not saying it for any other reason. I'm always even with the whole unbeaten thing. I didn't say that for any other reason. That I potentially believed it was possible. I never said we're going to go unbeaten. We were doing our hot takes, and I said, my hot take is potentially we could go unbeaten. But the one game, right? That might be the only game we lose this season. And had we played Liverpool, had we played Liverpool in game week 30 and lost, I would have been right for 30 weeks. So anyway,
But you're
look,
not, Dan, and that is
yeah,
not the last game that we're going to lose. It's
it
not.
could easily be
When
the
was
last.
the last time
Dan,
that we lost one
Dan,
game all season, Dan?
Dan, how
Not
many?
even the Invincibles done that, my friend.
They didn't lose at all.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, what we're talking about, yeah.
Okay, what you been smoking today, Dan?
I don't smoke, man. Don't let him lie.
Yeah.
I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't smoke.
No, but yeah, like we were saying, look, last season, do you know how many games we lost last season in a poor season by our standards?
Was it 4?
Yeah, 4. So we lost 4 games last season, right? That's all we lost, 4 games. So you're telling me that this team that's improved that so much more, brought in what is it, 7 or 8 new signings? Can't even keep up.
In your opinion, we've improved. In your opinion, you think we've improved defensively as well with Zubimendi? Because that's the only change I can see. Depth-wise, yeah, we have improved. Yeah, we're gonna get into that Mosquera talk. Everyone thinks he's the saving grace, all
Yeah,
because he had.
with Saliba being injured, I'm not overly worried. I have to be honest. I'm not overly
What is
worried
wrong
with
with you,
Saliba
Dan?
injury
You're
because
just so
from what I've
confident about because from what you saw
no,
against Liverpool.
yes,
Yeah, you're
against the
so
best team in
confident
the league, against the best
against the
team in the
best team
league.
in the league, which you've come
Yeah,
out and you've admitted that they wasn't attacking either. Yeah, that we
yeah,
had three defensive midfielders in front of him. He will be tested, and I
he
hope he
will be
does well.
tested.
I'm not one of these fans that's just going to come out and
Mm,
say, "Yeah, I saw him against Liverpool. Yeah, he was shaky first of all when he first come on, misplaced passes." But I'm not going to sit there and talk about, "Oh yeah, I feel confident now because we got Mosquera." We don't
mm,
know how he's going to fare in these next games. Now we're going to see what he's about.
yeah. Look, listen, the Saliba's a miss, no doubt, but this is what these players have been bought for, right? And I would rather this happen now at this stage of the season than game week 30, when literally, it could be you draw or lose, you're out, you're done. So I'm hoping that to Delibas, Saka's, Odegaard, these caliber of players are all fit and firing at the end of the season. And listen, we're gonna need Arsenal are gonna need the core of the players to stay fit this season, right? And I'm talking about Saliba, Gabriel, Declan Rice, right? Them three and Saka. You can keep them four fit. I think with the rest of the
It's not going to
team,
happen though, Dan.
you've got players that can come in and do a job.
It's not going to
Uh,
happen. I can't see Saka coming back and being fit for the whole rest of the season. I can't see it happening. Saliba's pot down. Is Gabriel going to be fit for the rest of the season? Declan Rice, yeah, is running on red right now. I'm telling you, he is. Yeah, game
what
in,
makes you say
game out,
that?
because he just plays every game in,
Dan, it's
game out.
3 games in. If he's running on red, there's something wrong with him. 3 games in, he can't be
This is
running
a
on
build
red.
up. This is a
Don't
build
be
up of
silly.
this is a build up of the last two seasons,
Listen,
Dan.
there weren't even
Running
a
himself.
European.
Who works harder than Declan
No.
Rice? Who would you say works the
Listen,
hardest in our team?
Declan Rice is fine. He's absolutely fine.
I'm
He's
just
absolutely
saying.
fine.
I'm hoping
But
he is fine. But
speaking of Declan Rice, I want to bring something up here, right? Because everyone said, right, not, you actually didn't say this, but a lot of other fans said that, Arteta went with 3 defensive midfielders. Zubimendi is the holding midfielder more than a defensive midfielder, right? Declan Rice is officially, he's not been a CDM for Arsenal for 2 seasons now. So he wasn't playing in as a defensive midfielder.
he
And
was dropping back the most I've ever seen him in for Arsenal in
Mikel
that game.
Merino, who we're going to talk about now, right?
Go on.
Fresh off a hat trick for Spain.
Go on.
Yeah. Hat trick for Spain. The guy was playing up front last year. He was not playing as a CDM
So the
last
game
year.
you watched, you would say that Declan Rice and Marino were attacking in that game. Is that what you're trying to? Is this what you're trying to say? The game that you watched against Liverpool, where they play more defensive or more attacking, because it was a defensive setup. Yeah, Declan Rice was dropping deeper than Zubimendi. So what are we talking about here, Dan?
What about Mikel Merino? Because he was trying to get forward. At the end of the day, it was a game of chess. Big up BBK Sports. Thanks for that, bruv. Yeah, like at the end of the day, it was a game of chess, right? And it takes two to play chess. And obviously, they went in a certain way. Liverpool did not attack. The team at home defending the Premier League title. No manager wanted to blink first. No manager wanted to lose the game. Simple as that. And that's how it went. And it was a great free kick. There's nothing you can do about it, right? But Arteta did not go in there with 3 defensive midfielders.
He did go with
You know, no, he
Marino.
did not. They're not
He
3
did.
defensive midfielders. He's just scored a hat trick for Spain.
Okay, he's just scored a hat trick for Spain. That comes back to my point. So if he scored a hat trick for Spain, what's he doing? What did he do for Arsenal against Liverpool?
Yeah,
Your manager had him playing like that.
No, he didn't have him playing like that. He
So
was playing
what
against.
happened then?
He's playing against the best team in the country.
Okay.
He was playing against the best team in the
So
country.
you believe in that game that you watched, Marino was going forward and trying to make things happen? That's what you're trying to explain to me right now.
He did try and go forward a few times. He did.
A few times in 90 minutes.
I'm saying he wasn't playing as a CDM. He did not start that game as a CDM. I don't know where everyone's getting that from.
Marino, when we brought him in, what would you say his main attributes are?
Look, BBK Sports is saying
BBK
Sports is saying he's agreeing with you, saying it's 3 DMs. So Mikel Merino, the man who played up front last season, right, and was scoring goals for
makeshift.
us.
Arteta's typical move, makeshift. Put them in the position where they're not meant to be.
He's just scored 4 goals, right, for Spain in 2 games. This guy knows where the goal is, bruv. Yeah. Now I've got another question for you.
Go on.
would you start Mikel Merino against Nottingham Forest, fresh
Why
off a
would I
hat
be
trick?
starting Mikel Marino? In what world are you? Where would he be starting?
The man has just scored a hat trick.
He's just scored a hat trick. Of course, he's not starting. I don't care who was Spain playing. Please tell me.
Turkey, Turkey.
Turkey,
They're
world
not some
beaters. Turkey, world beaters.
mate.
Name me a Turkey player, Mister Dan Laguna.
Come on, bro. They got good players, Turkey, man.
They've
They're not.
got nobody.
Do you
Yeah,
mean they
they've
got
got
nobody?
nobody.
They're not useless, bro.
I'm not
They're
saying
not
they're
useless.
useless. Yeah, I'm not saying they're useless. I'm just saying, cool. Who would? Why would you be asking me that question? Simple maths. We start Gyökeres. Yeah, we start. Who's
Do you
starting
not
on the
think?
left?
No. Hear me out. Do you not think you could go? You know what, Zubimendi? We maybe give him a little rest. Declan Rice goes back into that middle, and you have Odegaard and Marino as a midfield three.
Sickening
After
stuff
Marino,
about.
Marino's just scored a hat trick, Dan.
It doesn't. I don't care what he's done. I don't
So
care
you're
what he's
telling me a
done.
man's fresh off scoring a hat trick,
Okay.
right?
I don't care what Marino's done, but what I've said to you about Marino, he is a backup striker now. I don't want to see Marino anywhere else on the field.
Not
He's a
off the
makeshift
striker.
striker.
Not off the striker. You don't think he could be off the striker?
No, I don't.
Play,
No,
you
not when
don't.
you've got people like Eze around.
Mm.
So in
Eze
your
did what?
opinion,
Eze,
you're saying
he
there's an
wasn't.
argument for Marino to be starting against Nottingham Forest because he's
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
back of a hat trick.
Yes, 100%. 4 goals in 2 games. He's on form. 100% that
But
he's
you know
got a
that's not
case.
going to happen though, Dan. He's not going to drop Zubimendi. That's not
Well,
going to happen.
listen, you never know, mate. I'm telling you now, you never know. I would not be upset if I saw him in that starting lineup at home on the
And this is
front foot,
poison that's
fresh
killing
off
the
a
club,
hat
Dan.
trick. Fresh off a hat trick, I would think, you know what, decent. I think he
Decent.
could. Yeah, look, he's just
Turkey.
scored 4 goals in 2 games. Yeah, Catch has come in and said that he's not a striker. Yeah, exactly. He's not a striker.
He's
He's
not a
a mid.
striker, but that's the okay.
He's a
Where have
goal
we seen the
scoring.
best?
He's
Where have we
he's
seen
he's
the best of Mikel Marino? Just answer the question. Where have we
yeah, but
seen the best of him? Because
he's a
he's a
goal
dog shit
scoring midfielder.
midfielder. He's a
He's not
dog
a
shit
dog shit
midfielder.
midfielder. So
Oh,
why
come
why is
on.
he starting for Spain scoring hat tricks then?
What do you mean against Turkey?
Bro, you keep saying against Turkey like they're some like 100th ranked team. They're not some 100th ranked team, Dan.
Against Turkey. I've just
Yeah.
asked you, in my humble opinion, guys, where is Marino's best position? Where did we see the best of him? As a striker, a makeshift striker.
Yeah, at Arsenal, we've seen him as a striker, but I do think that Marino could definitely do a job playing off the striker or playing CAM, and he can get goals for sure. Obviously, Arteta's got to look at himself as well because you know
Big up
he's
SB in the chat.
Zubimendi,
Football.
and Marino obviously are both playing better for Spain right now, but obviously Zubimendi's just came to the club, so that's quite understandable. But so who would your starting lineup? Because it looks like Odegaard's going to be back, Ben White's going to be back. Who's your starting 11? Who would your starting 11 be going in against?
Team picks itself, my friend. It should be the same as yours, and if it's not, then we're gonna have another argument. Yeah. Goalkeeper, I don't need to say Raya. Yeah.
Of course, best keeper in the league.
Yeah. I might actually agree with you on something on that one, Dan.
Yes,
yeah?
Dan.
Right, but is Timber injured or is he back now?
I think Timbers should be fit. I think, but
if Timber's
White's
fit,
back.
he starts at right back. Mosquera, Tester coming for you, Mr. Mosquera, that everyone's gassing up. We'll see what you do against Nottingham Forest. Like, I'm not against the guy, but I'm not stupid enough to say, oh, he was so great against Liverpool. I feel comfortable now Saliba's injured. I never feel comfortable when Saliba's injured. Yeah? Mosquera, Gabriel. It looks like it's Calafiori again. Yeah. Zubimendi, will come on to Zubimendi. That's one of the topics as well. Zubimendi, Odegaard, Declan Rice, Eze's on the left, Gyökeres up top, and Madueke. You got any different to that?
He said, "Does Allison retire or something?" Obviously, look, Allison's been world class. Is that SB? Yeah, BBK Sports. Yeah, he's been world class. But I think in this last, well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe Allison's the best. It's close anyway. I think Raya's right up there now with Allison. I really do. But yeah, obviously, I would probably go. I would go with obviously Raya in goal, Mosquera. It depends who's more fit out of White and Timber. But let's say Timber, if he's fully fit, he was great in the last, got a goal and 2 assists. And on the left, Calafiori. So the defense kind of picks itself right now. And then in the middle, you're going Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Odegaard, Eze on the left, Madueke on the right, and Gyökeres up front. So we
Well,
probably agree.
wait,
But
where's Marino?
I'm saying I wouldn't listen.
Where's Marino? Top gun,
I'm
man.
saying, I'm
Free
saying,
goal.
look, I wouldn't be against Marino starting though. I wouldn't be against maybe Zubimendi having a little breather and getting Declan Rice in that position. I don't think he'll do it. But look, Marino maybe can come on and get a goal. But I would not be upset if I saw Marino starting.
You wouldn't be
I
upset.
wouldn't.
I'll be
No.
fuming again, just like I was fuming against Liverpool. Yeah. If you're saying to me that Eze, listen to this one. If you're saying to me Eze is going to start on in Odegaard's position, you're dropping Odegaard and you put Marino in. Cool, because you know I'm done with Odegaard. Yeah, I'm done with him. You've had more than enough chances. We've got to see something different now, but we ain't got that ruthless manager. So let's just hope. Like you know, I'm
Yeah,
not.
Odegaard's not going to get dropped. That's his manager on the pitch. That's Arteta's guy in it. Odegaard's not going to get dropped. So.
Catch up. SB said, "Man's dog, but plays for Spain, who's known for breeding midfielders." SB, he's talking about Marino, your guy.
Yeah, they are known for breeding midfielders, but he always does good for them. You know, Marino, he's not a shit player, bro. That everyone makes out. He's a scapegoat sometimes. Let's be real. Marino is a scapegoat sometimes.
BBK Sports Premier League form and international competition is chalk and cheese. Correct. Yeah, it's not the same level of football, and you're sitting there gassing up like Turkey's some good team, my bro. If Marino's scoring 3 goals a hat-trick, it's low-level stuff we're dealing with. I'm sorry.
It's not low-level stuff. Have you seen the goals? They're good goals as well, mate. He's moving like prime Frank Lampard. I'm telling you now.
I didn't even bother to watch them. How about that?
Yeah, well, you should. I'm going to send them to you later, mate.
You know I'm in a dark place. Yeah, I'm in a dark place. I don't want to get caught up in that hype. Yeah, let's get
Why are you in a dark place, then? We're 3 games in, mate.
We're 3 games in, and we're not 3 games in. We're 3 years in. We're 3 years in. You know how long I've been Arteta. We're 3 years in of seeing the same garbage.
Yeah, this season, we're 3 games in, right, Dan?
Yeah, I know.
3 games in, aren't we? Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. And I've got PT. This is your number one line. Oh, I've got PTSD. I've got PTSD when I watch that Liverpool game. Yeah. No, I've got PTSD. Watching that Liverpool game just took me back for the last 3 seasons of this manager playing negative football. Yeah, and me not seeing us go for a game the way we're meant to go for a game. That's the bottom line. So that's why I'm in a dark place. I'm in a dark place because I'm going into Nottingham Forest. We should be beating them. Yeah. I think we're going to win, but I don't know if we're going to win. Yeah. I don't know what lineup this madman's going to put out. So we just got to wait and see. We're going to be at the Emirates anyway, together. So we'll see what goes down, innit? So let's just hope. I go to the Emirates,
I'm bringing Dan's negative energy with me to the Emirates. So you better be positive before that game, Dan.
Just a few drinks in before I'll be all right, Dan. You know what I'm saying?
100%, bro. It's an early kickoff, bro. So yeah, we link up nice and early for that game. But what's your prediction for that game then? Let's go over our next 5 games, right? So we've got Forest at home, then we've got Man City at home, then it's Newcastle away, then it's West Ham at home, and then Fulham away, right?
So Nottingham Forest, I'm going for a stinky Arsenal win. That's what I'm going for. We're not turning up at the Emirates on Saturday and seeing silky stuff, play them off the park. Yeah, and a wounded animal is always dangerous. You understand? Just being beaten by West Ham 3-0. Yeah, so they're coming up to the Emirates. It's all going to depend. I think Nuno will still be there at that time. So
I think he's going to stay now. Nuno,
I think it's going to be a stinky win. 1-0, 2-1.
1-0. You think 1-0, yeah? Forest at home.
Yeah, because we're gonna. I just believe we're gonna see the same things. No patterns of play, no link up with Gyökeres, making runs, not being fed. Odegaard shying away from playing the pass, sideways, backwards.
Our last home game was a 5-0 win, but you're going for 1-0, yeah? All right, cool. Man City?
Man City. No, this is a game where it's not going to be so low block. So
well, you know that we're going to be in the front foot against Man City, 100%. I've never seen an Arteta team, never once in one of the big games, him not be on the front foot at home.
Oh, at home. I was just waiting. I was just about to
at home.
Something. At home, Man City beat them 5-1 last season. Surprisingly, I'm feeling confident about this one. 3-1 Arsenal.
3-0 Arsenal, BBK Sports.
3-1.
Is that 3
against Forest? That's against Forest, he said.
That's Forest. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah. Then after that, it's off the top of my head, man. After
Newcastle,
Newcastle away, tough one.
loss, loss,
Hmm.
loss.
Do you
We
know
get
what?
done at St James's Park.
I
Mark my
generally,
words.
it's not, someone put it in the comments if you can. I generally cannot remember the last time we won at Newcastle. I can't remember. One sec, Dan.
It was a couple seasons ago. It was 2-1. We went over there. But yeah, Newcastle, I don't feel confident about that, guys. And from watching them with 10 men against Liverpool, I feel like the Zubamendi is going to struggle in that game, to be honest with you. And I believe with players like Goonerz,
No,
Tonali,
I was saying
Joe
I can't
Linton, it's
remember.
going to be a troublesome day over at St James's Park.
I was saying I can't remember the last time we won there, Dan. Not lost.
A
I
couple
can't remember the
seasons
last
ago,
time.
we beat them 2-1.
Did we?
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
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 no, yeah.
Odegaard
That's
scored.
what it's when we were trying, where the title race was nearly done, innit? And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that. Yeah, it was nearly done, and yeah, I remember that was just yeah, I do remember. Yeah, that's about 3 seasons ago now. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. All right. So you're going for a 1-0 loss? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what the scoreline's going to be, but I just can't see us winning there. It
Give
might
give
be
give give, give us
3-1
a
Newcastle.
scoreline.
No, 2-1 Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle. All right. Then it's West Ham at home.
West Ham at home. Just won 3-0. Let's see what they're doing. Been beaten by West Ham a couple times over the last season. I'm going
We've
for a
lost.
1-1.
We've lost
Yeah,
twice to them. The last 2 years, we've lost twice.
I'm going 1-1.
You're going 1-1 West Ham, yeah.
hmm
I don't like your name, whoever this is. Arteta is a loser. Yeah. So are you for backing him? That's his name. Yeah. Big up the Dans, but big yourself up anyway. Yeah. But yeah, all right. You're going 1-1. And then against Fulham away.
Fulham away, not an easy game. And this is all dependent on what players we got back. Yeah. I'm not being negative. You keep calling me negative. I think Mosquera is going to be found out. From the little research I've done, I've heard he's quite rash. Yeah. And he can be found out. So Fulham away, I don't think that'll be an easy game. I'm going for another draw there.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow. This is it. See what I mean, guys? Why I call this guy Negative
Not
Dan, yeah?
negative. It's being real. It's being
Guys,
real.
look, look,
Look at
look.
our record against Fulham
Gu-
over the last 3 seasons, bro. Somewhere where we've gone and we've struggled.
Look, guys, look,
There's been a
look.
lot of
Let's think.
draws, bro.
Look, let's think. Listen to what he's just said, right? So he said we're gonna narrowly beat Forest 1-0. Then he said we're gonna beat City. What was it? 3-1,
3-1.
right? Then we're gonna draw with West Ham. No,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna lose to Newcastle. Then draw with West Ham and then draw with Fulham.
Yep.
That is,
Arteta's kryptonite. You know what it is?
bro.
A low block. Yeah, Arteta's kryptonite. Low block.
What low block? When have we played low blocks against
I'm
Fulham
saying
and West
that's his
Ham?
kryptonite. I'm saying when we come up against teams against a low block, this is Arteta's kryptonite. Do you understand?
Okay, so you think we're gonna get out of a possible 15 points, 3 against City, 3 against Forest, that's 6. And then 2, so 8 points you think we're gonna get out of the
That's
15,
right.
yeah?
That's right. That's right. That's what I'm going for. I'm being a
All right.
realist. I
8
hope I'm
points,
proven
yeah.
wrong. Now, what are you going for, Dan? 7-0s,
Uh
8-0s? Go on.
no, I'm gonna be real. I think Forest, we played them if my memory serves me right, we played them around the same sort of time this time last season. Odegaard just come back into the team and we beat them 3-0. I'm gonna go for 3-0 again. Arsenal 3-0 against Forest. Straightforward win. Gyökeres to get a goal. And then moving on to Manchester City. Again, I'm going to go for the same scoreline as you, 3-1. I think we're going to be right on the front foot. We're always up for it in big games, especially at home. Just can't wait for the game. It's going to be a
Just
mad
stop on that.
atmosphere.
Do you think Mosquera, this is going to be his biggest challenge coming up against Haaland if he still
Yeah, he's
starts?
got Gabriel next to him, man. He's going to be all right. Haaland might score, like I said, I've gone 3-1. It's a game that could be even 4-2, something like that. City are going to come out and play. So, yeah, I'm going for 3-1 Arsenal. Straight after that, it is Newcastle away. Now, Newcastle away, like I said, it's been, 3 years since we won up there. I don't see us winning there again. I'm going to go for a scrappy 1-1 draw. There it is. Look, baby, we beat them. Yeah. And that season when we beat them, the pressure which was kind of off us because we had kind of lost the title already. We had to win that to kind of stay in it. I remember the game well now, but thanks for that, BBK Sports. Yeah, so I'm going for a scrappy 1-1 draw with Newcastle, and then after that it's West Ham at home. I know they just won against Forest, but West Ham are poor. We lost to them 2 years in a row at home. 1-0 last year. I think Skelly got sent off. Year before we lost 2-1. I'm going for a 3-0 Arsenal win. Routine 2-0, 3-0. And then Fulham away, I'm gonna go for a tight Arsenal win, late Arsenal win, 2-1 Arsenal. So I think we're gonna get 13 out of 15
Oh,
points.
gosh.
And you think we're gonna get 8.
I hope we do get 13 out of 15, my bro. But
Guys, in the comments, let us know how many points do you think Arsenal are gonna get for the next 5 games. Dan's gone for 8, I've gone for 15. Let us know.
wow, Dan. I like your positivity, man. I like your positivity. Let's just see what happens, innit? Yeah, because
No, you
based
don't.
off, huh?
You hate it. You hate it.
Yeah, you're right. I do hate it when you go too far, Dan. I've got no
Yeah.
problem with a positive fan, but when it starts creeping into delusion, now this is where we have a problem.
There's no
You know,
delusion to think we could get 13 points out of them games there, though.
I'm not saying that's delusion. I'm just saying
Mm.
that's very positive. I like it, Dan. I like it, Dan. I hope we do get 13 points out of 15. And I hope that Mikel Arteta wins the Premier League this season. But news to you, Dan Laguna, it's not happening. So we're going to come on to Arteta now. I've got a few questions for you. Yeah?
Right. Look, BBK Sports has said 12 points. That's fair. Could lose to Newcastle and win the rest, or lose to City and win the rest. Quite possible. And I can't read this guy's name out, Dan. You read it out, because I can't bring myself to say them words together.
Arteta is a loser.
Bet you love saying
Are
that.
you for backing
He's gone. Yeah, that's his name, bro. My man, he must be worse than you on Arteta. He must be hunting him down.
My guy.
He's gone for between 7 and 11. Yeah,
He's being
all right.
realistic. He's being realistic.
That's not realistic, bruv. You know how many points that we've been averaging this
Don't count the
season?
F
It's
against
not
Man
realistic.
United. What have you
It's
seen?
not realistic. Dan, it ain't realistic.
What have you seen that you're gonna go and get 13 points out of these 15
Bro,
games? With hard
I've seen
teams in
enough
there.
over these last few seasons. Listen, this team, they ain't even clicked yet, bro. Watch when these new signings come in. Watch when we smoke Forest 3-0. Eze gets on the score sheet. Gyökeres gets one.
Don't score from a corner. Then we don't score from a corner against Forest, then it's going to be stinky, inky stuff.
Don't be silly,
sideways,
bro,
backwards, sideways,
there's not going to be any of that. We're going to get played off the
making
park.
runs, Odegaard hiding, Zubimendi not taking control of the midfield like he was brought to do. Yeah, this is what we're going to see. Yeah, and I'm not.
Dan, they're going to get played off the park, mate. It's going to be a 3-0 Arsenal win.
Forest.
Yes, bro. Watch. You see, easy 3 points. And from there on, that's it. We beat City. That's it. And that's it. When we beat City, even the negative fans like you are going to be back on board.
And the only thing I'm going to say about City,
we're going to go on a run.
The only thing I'm going to say about City as well, yeah, you keep talking about it's a new team, it needs time to gel, and you're right. So Man City may be in the same position, but Zubimendi will have a hard test against City. Mosquera will have a hard test against City. You know who else that everyone keeps gassing up that was injured last season? He's had a few games. Calafiori, you will also be tested in these games. Do you understand? Yeah. Gyökeres, all these guys are going to be testing, and we're going to see what they're about. Yeah. I'm not a fool to say that Eze is just going to come into Arsenal and hit the ground running, because if you watch Crystal Palace last season, there were some games where Eze was poor. He's not on fire every game. Do you understand?
No, he was poor in his last lot in the game against Andorra for England. He was poor, and also Eze. I mean, look, we all slag Martinelli off, who got 8 goals last year in the Premier League. It's the same amount of goals that Eze got. But obviously they're playing different positions than that. But look what Catch is saying. Do you even support Arsenal? Listen, Catch. Sometimes I don't know if it's Catch or SB. I think no, it's SB saying that. Yeah, it's SB on.
Bro, I love Arsenal. Of course, I support Arsenal.
But bruv, listen, I have to ask myself the same thing all the time. I've just clocked that they share their account like us in it, so that's why.
Yeah. Listen. What I don't understand with some Arsenal fans, you're very positive, yeah. And when you've been beaten up for 21 years, bro, yeah, where do you find this positivity from? Because I don't know where to find it no more. I'm in a dark place, yeah. Arteta, like you said, he made me start believing at one point. But it's now come to the realization that this is not the man that can get us over the line. Do you understand? So when I'm seeing games like Liverpool last week, yeah, with the negativity, when I saw the Man United game, we got the job done, I was happy. I can't be coming into this Nottingham Forest game and feeling so confident. Yeah, is it highly possible that we could see a poor game against Nottingham Forest? Is it highly possible that we could see sideways, backwards again? Is it possible that we could just see another corner bail us out of trouble? Yes, it is. You can't go in there confident and say, like you've just said, oh, I think we're going to go in there, we're going to play Nottingham Forest off the park 3-0. Where are you getting this from, Dan?
I'm getting it from because we beat them last year 3-0, Dan. That's why. Right? And because
Even
we're
last
Arsenal,
year, 3-0.
we're Arsenal Football Club, and we've been the second best team in the country for the last 3 years in a row, right? So I expect my team to go and beat let's face it, Forest punched above their weight last season. Do you know what I mean? They ain't had a great start this year. Well, actually, they've been all right, to be fair. But I expect us to go there and do at home, 12:30 kickoff. We're going to do the job, mate. Don't get me wrong, them 12:30s can be a bit lackluster
What I'm saying.
sometimes. But,
And like I said, they're a
I
wounded
expect,
animal right now, yeah?
yeah, I expect us to do the job 100% against Forest. Yeah, look, the big game is going to be Manchester City, of course, a week after, and that is where you're going to see what Arsenal are made of. That's going to be an acid test, a big, massive test. If we can win them 2 games, then we're right on the right path. The disappointing thing this weekend is that we have to win because Liverpool play Burnley away, and that's only going to be 1 win. I don't see Burnley causing Liverpool any problems,
Pressure's on.
excuse me, whatsoever. So yeah, like Burnley, Liverpool. What do you reckon, Dan? Can Burnley do anything against Liverpool?
I've seen strange things happen, but I don't think they will.
Mm,
I don't
no,
think
I can't see.
you think he's gonna start Isaac?
No, that's the thing. He won't start as that. Watch,
How do
I
you know that?
guarantee you.
His name's not Mikel
Because
Arteta.
listen, I know football, mate. When everyone's saying that about Eze, how many times do you see a
Why would
manager
you
start their new
this is
player?
what gets me upset, Dan. This
Guys,
is
let
what
me say
gets me
something first
upset.
because we always forget that we're half hour in. We ain't said it once. Like and subscribe, guys. Please, we're a new channel. Do us a favor, hit the like button, subscribe. When the stream's done, let us see a couple of more subscribers to encourage us to keep the videos up. But anyway, go on, Dan. Let's get back to what
Before
we
the
were saying.
Arsenal game against Liverpool, big man Dan the Gooner, he has to start Eze. Now he didn't
Yeah,
start either because you're so in love with this man, yeah? And you blindly black him all the time. Now that he didn't start Arteta, you're now making excuses for him again, Dan. Oh, I can understand why he didn't start. This is football. Yeah, he's not going to start Isaac. How do you know what Slot's going to do?
I know he won't. I just
You
know
know
he
he
won't.
won't.
I've been watching football for too many years to know that straight away, no manager just throws him in the first game
Why
unless
do
they've
you
had a
think that about
preseason.
Eze?
Unless they've had a preseason. Eze, I thought he had to start him because Odegaard wasn't fit. So I thought he's got no option but to start him. But in the video I did a video, Dan, right? A preview in the Liverpool game, and I went with the 2 formations, and then I remembered, and I can't lie, even in my head, I did think, you know what? You never know what this terrorist might do. I tell you. I thought you never know.
Wait, stop. Whoa. Did you just call Arteta a terrorist, my bro?
Do you know? Do you know
Your
what?
rating just went up.
No,
Your
do you know what
rating
I had
just
to
went
think?
up. He's a terrorist. You're
I
right.
had to say to myself, I know my manager. I know my manager. So me and you did a live, yeah, on the Friday, right? And on that live, we didn't even discuss the possibility of Mourinho playing. Then when I went home and was doing my video, I was on showing all the lineups we could do, and then I was looking at the team because I had all the players there, and I thought, nah, there's one more team he might play, you know. And then I was like, there's one more. And I was like, he might play. It's the third one I showed on my video. I was like, this is the third option that he might go with. I was like, I don't think he will, but I know Arteta. And it was Marino, Rice, and Zubimendi in midfield. So listen, I'm the same, Dan.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
We got PPK sports. It's in you, Dan. But you know, should I just say something about you, Arteta, in man? Yeah. You're so obsessed that you want to be right about backing this manager, and I was right all along. You want to see this
No,
man.
listen. Let me be
This
real.
is
Look.
what it is. Let me land.
Go
I've
on,
known
go on,
about
go on.
Arteta-ins. Yeah,
Hmm.
they've gone so far with this process of backing this manager now. Yeah, they can't go back on their words and say they don't believe in him no more. They want to get to that promised land, that finish line, and talk to people like me and the Arteta rats. I told you I was right. That's where it's gone too far. Yeah, it's deep down, you
Dan,
know, Dan. Deep
Dan, no,
down,
I
I
don't.
can feel it.
Listen, Dan, listen. Maybe I'm just an old romantic, right? Because I done a show yesterday with David. Yeah, big up David Speaks Football. Any Man United fans or any football fans, go and check out his channel. But and he asked me questions about, you know, he was poking me to get the answer out of me what it would take for me to say for Arteta to go. And at firstly, it was, you know, if we don't win the Premier League or the Champions League next season, and I said there's got to be context with everything, right? Because me, maybe I'm just an old romantic when it comes to football. Like if Arteta were to lose the title by a point and get to like 90 points and lose the title, right? Yeah. Say this season we finish on 90 points, Liverpool finish on 91, and we lose it by a point, and we get to the Champions League final and we lose. I feel like it'd be too harsh to sack him, right? But if you said to me there was a Conte or an Enrique, someone ready to take over, I wouldn't be against the idea. I wouldn't be like, oh no, it can only be Arteta. Do you know what I mean? I want Arsenal to win at the end of the day, but I would love it even more if Arteta wins us the Premier League. That's just the way I see it. Because Arteta, for one, being a former captain, the man that brung us from the fucking, he brung us from the fucking gallows. He won about 3 FA Cups, mate. He weren't a dusty captain. The man that brung us from hell, he's got us right there now. So I feel like if you've built this team, you deserve to be the man to take us over the line, right? But whether he can do it or not is another thing. But like, just look at this team, right? This team is like Jose Mourinho's dream team. If Jose Mourinho could build a team, he'd build this team. 6-footers everywhere you look.
He's out of a job right now, Dan.
Exactly, but this exactly. But what I'm saying to you, with me, he's a Chelsea wanker, innit? Straight up. Same as Conte. He's been at Tottenham. He's been at Chelsea. Do I want him to come in at Arsenal? No, not really. If it guaranteed us winning the Premier League, I'd have to say yes.
Results, business. This is.
I know it is, Dan. I know it is, Dan. But
don't care who you managed or who you played for.
It does to me. That's just where we differ, innit? It does to me. Wow. I want to see Arteta do this as much as anything, you know.
Whoever's at my football club, I want to see do it. Do you understand?
Yeah, of course. Yeah? Listen, of course. Guess what?
Should I just be because people think I'm negative? I'm just again. If Mourinho comes in tomorrow, I'm not gonna do it down the Goonerz and say that's it. We're winning the Premier League. I'm still not gonna feel confident because it's been 21 years of pain, bro. How do you start believing when you've believed season in, season out, and you're getting punched in your teeth, bro? Time and time again. So I'm never, whatever manager comes in there, Zidane, Pep, anyone, you're not going to hear that come out of my mouth until I see that trophy getting lifted, Dan. Yeah. That's when I'll believe again. Yeah? It's been a long road, Dan. It's been a long road, bro. Of course it has.
Of course, bro. I've been there. I've watched every game, bro. I've witnessed it as well. But I see some things differently. I see something special about to happen with this group of players.
Did you say that last season?
Yeah, we all know what happened last season. I don't even last season. I don't even
every season.
No, last season I don't even count last season. Yeah, like I said, 27 injuries. Tottenham had 20 injuries or whatever. They went from 5th to 17th. We went from 2nd to 2nd, right? So that was nothing. It was nothing short of a miracle.
Nothing short of a miracle.
Yeah.
What he done? What was the miracle that he done?
To still manage to finish second with our team decimated.
Well, he was the bridesmaid again. Come on now, Dan. Let's just get real, man. Let's get real. So you're saying to me, in what world, because we spoke about in what world at the end of the season, where are you going to be saying to yourself, you know what? Enough's enough. Yeah, well, it's time to move on. Tell me what. Yeah, just explain how we get to that point.
Well, David asked me a really good question, and he said, what if Chelsea come and won the Premier League this year? That would be the final straw for me. If Chelsea won the Premier League this year, I don't care if we got to 100 points and they get to 101. He would have to go for me. Simple as that.
People said the same about Liverpool last season. You know that.
Yeah, but I don't know why people said that, because Liverpool, one of the best teams in the world. They've won every trophy going. They had 4 world-class players last year, right? You know.
You are right. ITUX.
Yeah. Enough is enough. Sounds like Claude. R.I.P. Claude. But yeah, like Liverpool, I don't know why people didn't see them as one of the favourites last year. Well, obviously they were probably the 3rd favourites, but
you see them as favourites.
I always saw it between Arsenal, City, and Liverpool. People doubted Liverpool because they had a new manager, but they have Alisson, one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time in the Premier League. Trent, the best right back ever in the Premier League.
Oh, yeah, or
top 3. Yeah,
not
top 3, bro. He is.
Not
bro, he's still as a player though. Come on, bro. The guy's getting like 10 assists a year. Anyway, Van Dijk, top 3 ever centre back in the Premier League. Salah, best right winger ever in the Premier League. Right? That's 4 world-class players, bro. And they'd won every trophy. So I don't know why this thing that Liverpool came out of nowhere. They didn't come out of nowhere. Because the year before last, they was in the title race until game week 32.
So they over
So
the last
Liverpool
couple
didn't.
seasons under
Liverpool didn't
Klopp.
come
Can
out of
we admit
nowhere.
that they stagnated over the last couple seasons with Klopp? And guess what?
By
Fresh
their high
manager,
standards, yes.
yeah, fresh manager, fresh voice equals results, my friend. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
look, listen. When I look at players like Martinelli, I do question it. When I look at players like Martinelli and Odegaard, who are regressing
And we're gonna fall
massively.
out, bro.
No, listen, let me finish. When I look at them, I do think, could a new voice do something for them? But here's my thing, right? If at the end of the season, say we finish, I don't know, 5 points off the top, right? Get to the Champions League semi-final, so we failed again, but we've been there or thereabouts, right? If you're gonna come and bring me a top manager, okay, cool, fair enough. But if you're gonna bring me like a Glasner or an Irola over Arteta, then no way am I doing it, Dan. So let me ask you that now. Would you swap Arteta for an Irola or a Glasner and start all
Glasner,
again with
Glasner,
their
yeah, I would.
process?
I
You
would,
would.
yeah, I
You'd
would.
swap Mikel Arteta for Glasner, yeah?
100%. Are you asking me
That's
silly question? I
madness.
just told you I would.
That's
Get
madness.
him
That is
gone.
madness.
Get him gone. Let me ask you this question then. You see how I said we're going to get what was 8 points from the last 5 games? If it comes to Christmas time, Dan, yeah, and we are 13 points off the top of the table,
13 points.
yeah,
Come on,
which is
bro.
possible,
It ain't
which is
possible, mate.
possible. All right, it is possible. If
It's
that
not.
happens, where are you at with Arteta?
If we're still in the Champions League, I'd keep him because I believe that he could still win us the Champions League.
Okay.
Because the way, especially the way we set up in those games and that. But at the end of the season, you'd have to go, of course, if we finish 13 points off the top. That's crazy talk. There's no way that will happen though. No chance.
No
We'll be
chance.
right in this race, right to the end. I'm sure of that.
That's what you believe. Like last season was in it right to the end, was we?
Yeah, well, look, last season we all know what happened. I told you I don't count last season.
Unprecedented injuries, most ever in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's right though, Dan. It's right,
So
and we didn't have the depth. We've got the depth now. Look at us now. Havertz is out. Was our main striker last year. Odegaard, our main playmaker, out. Saka, our best player, out. Saliba, arguably our best defender, they're all out. But now we've got players that can come in and do a job. Nowhere near their level, but
we've
still
already had that
good
conversation.
players.
These new players that have come in, we've already had that conversation about certain players going backwards under Mikel Arteta. So with these new players that are coming in, has this guy got the ability and the nous to make this team gel together and deal with a striker like Victor Gyökeres, the most prolific striker in Europe last season? And from what we're seeing this season, albeit he's got 2 in 3 games, I mean, he's not getting no service. Can this manager adapt? Because
look,
it's been proven that he's not the greatest of strikers.
For me, I never expected him to come in and score goals in Liverpool and Man United away in games like that because of the way we set up. We go up in them away games to set up and play a certain way, right? And either get a draw or get a win. That's how we play in them games.
Most prolific striker in Europe, and you're not expecting to go up to these grounds and score goals.
No. I think he's there for the games that we mentioned earlier. West Ham, we've lost to them twice last season, right? Twice in the last 2 seasons. We lost to West Ham at home. So for me, Gyökeres is there to score in these games. If he goes and gets 2 against Forest, suddenly he's got 4 in 4. And I think that's what he's going to do. And look, at home to Man City, if he gets a goal in that, fantastic. Even if it's a penalty, whatever it is. No, but listen, it doesn't always work like that.
I want my top gun man to score the goals in those big games. I don't care about that.
Yeah, but he's got to get the service though. He has to have service in them games.
And who's that down to? You spoke about Martinelli a minute, but before the Liverpool game, you was gassing up. We have to start Martinelli. Yeah, he turns into prime R9. You said when he plays Liverpool, this is what come out of his mouth, chap. Martinelli turns into prime R9 when he plays Liverpool. Yeah,
he is always very good against Liverpool, though. To be fair, he is always very good against
goals
Liverpool.
in 12 games.
Look, I've reached the end of the road with Martinelli, man. Yeah, man. I don't know what's happened to the poor guy, man. But he ain't good enough, man. I don't know what's happened. His
he
confidence
was on the cusp of being something good. That kid.
Yeah, confidence is everything, man.
And like I've made this point before, when he was having that great season, you made the point that he had his greatest season. That was Mikel Arteta. Yeah,
it was.
Now he's falling off a cliff. It's not Arteta's fault. Whose fault is it? It's nothing to do with Arteta. It's still
of course it's Arteta's fault. It's both of them. It's a combined thing, isn't it? Of course it is.
Oh wow.
And Arteta seems to have some blind faith in him. And look, I knew when I was done with Martinelli, when I was sitting there talking about how good he is at defending and tracking back and all of that. But at the end of the day, that's not what you want. The main thing for your winger to do. It's like when people talk about goalkeepers and they say that, about, oh yeah, but he's good with his feet. Well, mate, that's a bonus. You know what I mean? Best thing is, yeah. Well, oh no,
he weren't even that great with his feet either, was he? Decent.
Dan, what you saying? Should we go through some of the weekend game scorelines? What do you think? This Super Six?
No, we're not finished. We're not finished, bro.
Oh, okay. You got more stuff, more questions for me.
We need to get down to the crux of what's going on, and what we need to get down to now is the William Saliba injury. Now, for me, yeah, this is a typical Arteta move. For me, Arteta is the reason why Saka got that hamstring injury.
See, this is what I'm saying now. Come on, bruv.
Why is it not him?
I'm saying. No.
Let me land.
You just want to blame Arteta for everything. Go on, I'll let you land.
I'm not blaming him for everything. I'm not blaming him for everything.
You're winding me up now,
why are you bringing Saka on for nothing games in the FA Cup? Yeah? How many times have you watched game where Saka's playing, you're asking yourself, we're 3-0 up. Why has Saka not been brought off? So people are now questioning, he must have something in his contract. Why he's not coming off. I've heard that one as well. So the man's ripped up his whole hamstring. Do you understand? So William Saliba comes to me, twists his ankle in the warm-up, yeah? Apparently he's gone to Arteta and he said he feels okay, yeah? As a manager, you're meant to be making these big calls, yeah? A twisted ankle that's been twisted a little bit and you go and rest it, yeah? Maybe it heals in 2 weeks, but if you go and run about for 5 minutes, do a couple sharp turns, jump, try a header ball, yeah? Now we could be looking at 4 to 6 weeks, yeah? This is Arteta's fault.
Hold on. So you're saying Saka got injured against, was it Leeds? Yeah, he got injured against Leeds, right? Yeah, he got injured against Leeds. Yeah. So you're saying he shouldn't have started that game?
I'm not saying he should have started. I'm saying the games where he shouldn't have been playing along the seasons that he's been
when
playing.
Are you talking about? You're talking about last year. So you're going all the way back to last year.
I'm talking about all the games.
Why are we talking about last season, Dan?
When I don't want to
ages ago.
But do you think
he's had a whole pre-season this year?
You don't think Arteta overplayed Saka?
Yes, he was overplayed, but I don't think he'll be overplayed. But he won't be overplayed this season though, because we've got a bigger squad now. Simple as that. You got Madueke there now. You got Wanyeri that could play there, who came in last season and was doing well when he was playing there, and you've got Dalman, so he won't be overplayed this season for sure. But yes, he was overplayed. Of course he was. But the Saliba injury, you can't blame that. You're the type of guy that will sit there and go, if he didn't start Saliba, and he'll go, oh yeah, but he could have played him, bro. He probably was fit.
He's injured.
Bro, but he obviously wasn't injured. Was
Mascara ready to come on the pitch? He was already warming up Mascara from the start.
Are you a doctor, Dan?
I'm not a doctor.
No, you must be. You must be a doctor. Do you work at Arsenal? Was you there on the bench and you saw? Listen, they're gonna make the right. They're gonna make the.
All right, so there's no onus being put on.
Listen, there's always going to be a little risk. But for me, if you ask me during that game, yeah, he's 70% fit. Should we play him, brother? Against Liverpool, I'm gonna go. Yes, of course, play him, 100%.
So you're not putting nothing on Arteta.
You can't put that on Arteta. You cannot put that on Arteta.
All right, cool. I'm being too harsh. I'm being too nasty.
I think
Dan Goonerz is over his thoughts. Bro, this manager plays Saka 90 on pre-season games, and you say we have depths. Who'd play that side better than Saka? Nah, man, it's the manager. I'm telling you, running players into the ground.
No, he's not running players into the ground. He's not.
All right.
And if you look at Messi and Ronaldo, the two greatest players of all time, yeah, they play week in, week out, right? When you're a top player and you want to be at that top level, you want your best players playing week in, week out. Because if he drops in for a game and then we don't win the game, why the hell is Saka on the bench? That's what you're going to hear. Backlash. So sometimes you can't win with certain Arsenal fans. Do I think he was overplayed? Yes, like you said, in like a League Cup game.
With that point, do you think that sometimes that might have contributed to the wear and tear of his hamstring, or that just happened out of nowhere?
No, possibly, but you know this time it was the other leg, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, I know that.
It's a completely different hamstring. So yeah.
I know that. And do you think that Saka will come back to be his best, or do you think this could be
I hope and pray that Saka is going to be fine, and this is just I'm glad it's the other leg, and so it's not the same thing. It's not broken down again. It's the other leg, and it's just unfortunate. But I just hope that the medical team haven't looked and they've spoke with Arteta and said, look, this could be a reoccurring thing. So that's why because everyone, even me, who always tries to look on the positive side, the most positive Arsenal fan in the world, whatever you want to call me, positive, damn, whatever. I sat there and I couldn't understand really the Madueke signing. I could understand it in a certain extent because obviously you want cover for Saka, but to spend 50 million, was it 52 million? Was a
It's
bit like,
close to
okay,
60,
you
close
know,
to 60.
if we're gonna spend that much on him, it means that he's gonna obviously he's gonna be playing, and surely he's been told like you're gonna get game time. I just hope and pray to God that they don't see Saka like possibly having a reoccurring injury problem. So you might get Saka for 20 games a season, which is still great.
But like I said, I've said it
Hopefully.
before. Let's hope that Nigerian blood kicks in because that's different, bro. Yeah, them
Mm.
genes. I hope that kicks in and he's healed, man. He's healed because he's on his way to be. If not,
Of
he's
course,
near
look,
world class, but he's on his way to be that. And I think he
I've
just
I-
needs to
I've
manage.
tried not to mention it because I said I'm not going to mention injuries because we've got squad depth and all of that now. But look, at the end of the day, we're missing our best player against Liverpool as well. So your attack's never going to be as fluid. If Saka's on that pitch, maybe he does something special and it's a different game. Simple as that. And we are going to miss Saka. We're missing him for crucial games. He's our best player. With by far, he's our best player. So
Yeah,
I
but we
can't
can't.
wait to see Saka
We
back.
can't find those excuses no more. 1 bill
No,
spent.
of course.
Strength in depth. Everyone keeps
Yeah.
screaming out. Mosquera is the next coming. Yeah, of
Mm.
Saliba. So I don't want to hear no nonsense coming out of Arsenal fans' mouths now. Do you understand? And I know. Yeah.
Listen, Man United have long spent over 1 billion, and look where they are. And if Bruno doesn't play, they probably got no chance of winning. So you could
So
spend 10. You could spend 10 billion, but if you're missing your best player, it's always going to affect
listen
you.
to this.
You you take
If we
you
draw
take your
against
best
Nottingham
player.
Forest, okay, we draw against Nottingham Forest and Man United win. Guess what? They're on the same points as us, my friend. Yeah, Jesus,
Yeah,
just
well, that
know
ain't gonna
that.
happen. They've got
All
Man
right, I'm
City.
just saying it's
They've got Man
possible that.
City away. We've got Forest at home. It ain't happening, that mate. Yeah.
Listen, Man United have done crazy things like last season. What's his name? Gallo.
Dan,
Yeah,
I don't care about Man United because they're going to be nowhere near it. We'll finish about 30 points ahead of them. So I don't really
all
care what
right.
Man United do.
You're right.
I hope they do go and beat Man City. I really hope they do. But
You're right.
I don't even look for United's results, mate. They're nothing to us right now. Yeah. At all.
You're right. Right. Let's
Well,
go on to the next point. Let's get off that Saliba thing because there's no responsibility or onus you're going to put on Arteta. I get it. I'm being nasty and harsh. How are you feeling about Martin Zubimendi? Because, in my opinion, he's got me missing Thomas Partey. Before he came, yeah,
no.
before he came, you had already dispatched Thomas Partey and you were saying that he's a level up to Thomas Partey, this and that.
He is.
From
He
what I've
is.
seen
Thomas.
this
He is.
season, it's not looking like that. So break it
No,
down. How
you
you
know what?
feeling about Zubimendi?
Look, see me, Dan, because I watch games when I'm watching them, I get really invested in the games, and trust you. You've not watched the game with me, right? So you'll see when you watch a game with me if everything goes well. Then you know what I mean. When I watch a game, I ain't sitting there saying, "Oh, well done, Arsenal," when they're doing shit, bro. Trust me, I'm tearing what little bit of hair I've got left out, bro. You know what I'm saying? So with Zubimendi, because I'm so invested in the game and I'm at the game, had a few drinks, whatever. I'm just kind of like I get onto players and I'm a bit harsh. Even Gyökeres, I was getting onto him in that Leeds game, like before he scored that goal. But with Zubimendi, I've watched some of the games back. That's what I do sometimes. Not the whole game. Sometimes I will if it's a good game. But I've watched back, and I think Zubimendi has actually done really well in possession for us. I don't remember. I think against Liverpool they had 53%. We had 47. Usually when we go away to Liverpool, they have a lot more possession than that. So I do think he's helped us in possession. But going forward, the forward passes, I want to see more of, but I've got no doubt in my mind that Zubimendi will come good and be a top signing this year.
If the first, in my opinion, the first 3 games I've watched at Zubimendi, I don't even know if he's on the pitch or not. Yeah, he's missing. Do you understand? He
I
gets his
think
foot.
he's
I'll give for the positives. I'll give him. He gets stuck in. He's tenacious. Yeah, but all I've seen from him is that and bopping the ball off, simple, easy. Yeah, no controlling of the midfield. Yeah, I think he's quite lightweight as well, and time will tell. But at the moment, he's got me missing Thomas Partey. That's the truth.
32-year-old Thomas Partey. That's just Sam
He's
for
got me missing
Villarreal, yeah.
Thomas Partey. That's the truth. That's it. That's the truth of it. That's how I feel.
I'm definitely not missing that guy.
Yeah,
Not
because
at
at
all.
one point he's been our best midfielder this season, Thomas Partey. As soon
Yeah,
as
Thomas Partey would have 5 good games in a row, then he'd have 5 shit ones. Do you know what I mean? So that's how he was, Thomas Partey. He was never had a consistent run really where he was like
doing
our
that,
best
Mikel
midfielder.
Arteta's bought Zubimendi, there will be no
No, I'll be
negative
honest. He's not
about it.
set the world alight. He's, you know what I mean. He's not been. It's 3 games, isn't it? It's hard to say. He's not been magnificent. He's not been crap. He's just been all right so far,
Yeah,
isn't it?
once
But
Norgard comes back into the fray, I'm not saying I'm rating Norgard highly, but if Zubimendi
no,
you keep
listen,
missing,
listen, listen.
get Norgard in there, Prem
That's
proving
what he's there
Brentford.
for. Yeah, that's what he's there
Yeah,
for.
get him in.
Especially especially if you're, we're 2-0 up, you want to defend the lead. I think Norgard could be a really decent squad player this season for sure.
We'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see about that.
Got any more questions for me, have you?
Yeah, I have.
Go on then.
Do you think that fans like myself are overreacting over this Liverpool loss?
Of course, Dan, because Dan, you were very quiet, mate, when we were winning, yeah, and then suddenly, wow, you came alive, But fair enough, yeah, because fair enough, you were like, what, it's cool, we're quietly going about our stuff, we won 2 games, scored 6 goals, I didn't conceded, but of course, the whole fan base is reactionary. The whole fan base is way too reactionary. It's 3 games in, it's 1 game lost, our hardest game of the season. All right, I know I came with the unbeaten hot take or whatever, but everyone's going to probably lose a game at some point in the season. We've lost it to Liverpool away. Everyone is, we've got essentially in the team, you've got Zubimendi, you've got Gyökeres. That's 2 new signings that's going to be starting, right? Obviously, Mosquera's playing now in the team. That's 3 new signings. Who else is Eze's probably going to start? That's 4. It's like 4 new players into it. It's nearly half the team, bro. You know what I mean? You got to give. If you come to me after these next 5 games and we've only got 8 points, like what you said, bro, I'm telling you now, I'll be questioning Mikel Arteta big time, and I'll be saying, bro, we ain't gonna win the league because that's not title winning form.
You know what you'll be doing? You won't question. You'll be finding excuses.
I won't, Dan. I won't. Let's see. Look, everyone, you're going to tune in every week. Please watch. It's going to be on 8:30, 8 or 8:30 every Monday. So unless Arsenal's playing on a Monday
And we'll
night,
get some special guests on
change it.
there as well.
Yeah, we're going to be here every Monday 8:30. Guys, please like and subscribe.
All of
Just
that
going to
good
do us.
stuff.
You're going to do us a massive favor if you can like and subscribe. We're on like 230 or something subscribers. Trying to get to 250 ASAP. Yeah, we'd appreciate it, man. What are you saying, Dan? You got another question for me, have you?
No, go on. You want to go on to the fixtures now?
Yeah, let's go on to the fixtures. No, we did the fixtures already. Oh yeah, the Premier League fixtures. Yeah, give me 2 secs.
Big up everyone in the chat. Whether you're Arteta in, you're Arteta out. Let's just see what happens. And what's good about this season as well, whether you're Arteta in or if
What's
you're
that?
Arteta in, yeah, if you are Arteta in this season, this is his season that he's going to do it. Yeah, you've got to be saying that to yourself. Yeah, and if you're Arteta out as well, we might do it, but we might not. So come the end of the season, someone is going to be happy. Part of the fan base is going to be happy. Yeah, and I'm hoping it's both of us. We're going to win the Premier League. But I don't believe that's going to happen. And at that point, bye-bye, Mikel. You've done a good job. You've got us to a good level. Thank you very much. You're not the man that's going to get us over the line. And that's what people forget, Dan. I've told you this already. Yeah? I am not saying Arteta ain't done no good work. He's done some great work. He's done some great work. But unfortunately, you're not the man that can get us over the line. And that's just what I believe. But we'll see come the end of the season, because when you say that we're going to win the Premier League this season, you're very shaky now, Dan. Yeah? Shaky. Yeah, no confidence or bass in that voice no more.
We've just lost to Liverpool, bro. Allow me, bro.
There's no bass in that voice no more when you're saying that now, Dan.
But yeah, he's right. Arteta, this Arteta guy, Arteta is squeaky bum time. It certainly is. Of course it is. Right, let's get into these fixtures. You've got Newcastle at home to Wolves.
That is a Newcastle win.
Newcastle win.
2-0 Newcastle.
Yeah? I'm going to go for the same two. You know what? I'm on my Super 6. I've gone for 2-0 Newcastle as well. Right. Bournemouth at home to Bournemouth at home to Brighton.
Gonna go for a draw there.
What have you gone for? 1-1 or?
Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah, I've gone for 2-1 Bournemouth. West Ham at home to Tottenham.
That's a spicy one. Speaking to a couple West Ham fans today.
Was that
West
in the
Ham
gym?
on the
Loads
back
of
of a
them in
3-0
there.
win. Tottenham on the back of a 1-0 loss. Not Glasner. Thomas Frank. Richarlison, yeah, he's had his purple patch. Going to dry up now. The Solanke come back in. West Ham win, bro. 2-1 West Ham.
Exactly what I've gone for, 2-1 West Ham. Right, Brentford at home to Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. 3-1 Chelsea.
I've gone 1-1 that game. Liverpool.
Cole Palmer might be back as well.
Yeah, just one for the dream team, innit, Dan? Liverpool against Burnley. Away at Burnley, excuse me.
4-1 Liverpool.
Yeah, I've gone 3-0 Liverpool. And then Man City at home to Manchester United.
Yeah, that little nasty win that they got against, who was it that they scraped over the line against? Was it Burnley? It was, isn't it?
Burnley, yeah. Big win for them, though.
They're getting smacked up over there, I'll be honest. They're getting smacked up at City, yeah? City are a wounded animal as well. 3-0 Man City. Yeah?
I've gone 2-1 City.
In your neck back, Man United. I never want to see you win. Never, ever will I.
Don't you worry about it. They won't be winning a lot of games this season, I can tell you that, mate.
Yeah, Amarin's days are numbered. They're numbered.
But just quickly on United, though, innit? Would you what would you do? Would you keep Amorim, or would you sack him now? If you was a United fan, what would you be saying? Would you be saying?
Look how I am with Arteta, bro. That's a stupid question you're asking me. I will be fuming right now.
But the thing is, right, he's spent. They've just given him all that money. So what, do you sack him after 5 games?
My problem with Amarin is he's stubbornness, and that formation he keeps playing.
Yeah, do you know what? Look at Man United. 4-3-3. You could have fucking. So how can we all see it, right? You could have Mbeumo on the right, Cunha on the left, Sesko down the middle. You could play Maino, Mount, and Fernandez as a midfield 3, or you could whatever Ugarte, whoever, right? And then you got the back 4 that picks itself.
Bro, it's simple maths. And what's annoying is that you haven't even tried to deviate away from that once. You ain't tried to try nothing different once. You're just stuck on this format. Even when he didn't have the personnel to play it, bro. He's a madman.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying about Arteta. Arteta, when he first came in at Arsenal, went 5 at the back because he had players like Socrates, Mustafi, Maitland-Niles and whatnot. It's what he was dealing with. So he said, you know what? He went 5 at the back and won us the FA Cup. And then obviously when he started getting his own players in, he went 4-3-3. What a fucking man, mate. You know what I mean?
You're taking it too far now.
All right, here's one for you, Dan. What if we were to finish second, 1 point off the top, win the FA Cup, win the Carabao Cup, and get to a Champions League final?
Rewind, say that again.
Right, we get to the Champions League final, we lose on penalties. Yeah, we get to the final day of the Premier League, we lose it by a point. But we win the Carabao Cup and we win the FA Cup.
Arteta out, bro.
Yeah, you'd be Arteta out after that.
Arteta out, bro. Arteta out, bro.
Lads, what you saying? I think we've got 5 people still watching, right? Let us know if Arteta won the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup.
Arteta out.
Lost the Premier League title by 1 point and lost the Champions League final on penalties, where it's nothing to do with him, just be the players taking the penalties. Would you be Arteta in or Arteta out?
Let us know, people. Let us know. Because for me, yeah, you can't be choking it. I don't care if it's 1 point off, 2 points. I don't want no FA. I would like to win the FA Cup or Carabao Cup. But for you, my friend, that's not good enough. That's not going to make me feel happy. If you've won the Carabao Cup and FA Cup, is that going to make you happy, Dan?
Well, on the day, it would make me happy, of course. You know, I've not seen a trophy for 5 years. So, yeah, I've never seen us win the Carabao Cup. On the day, I'd have a great day. An amazing day. But it's not the Premier League and it's not the Champions League. So, I'd be happy on that day, maybe for a week, and then that's it. It would wear off. If we win the Premier League, you ain't gonna be able to take the smile off my face for a whole until the Premier League starts again. And even then, we'll be singing the champions.
Fire, lava for him. And I see, yeah.
We Arsenal fire away. Big up them. Thanks for watching. Um, we knew champions or Premier. We need. I think he means the Champions League or Premier League. That's right. So, what are you saying, Arsenal fire away? Are you saying that if Arteta were to win the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, finish second in the Premier League by a point, lose the Champions League final on penalties, would you want Arteta out? Let us know if you can, mate. Because I think that's a good question to ask a lot of Arsenal fans.
Yeah, that is a good question, to be honest
Mm.
with you. And even me shouting out Arteta out, I had to think about it for 1 second. But no, you've had enough
Mark
time, my friend.
Mark Mello said out. He's saying straight out. Thanks for the comment, Mark Mello. Appreciate that,
I'm
mate.
loving the chat today, you know.
Yeah, the chat's good today, man. And straight away, I think everyone's on your side, man. I'm on my own out here, bruv.
Because you're, you're
I'm on
deluded,
my own
man.
out here. Come on, man. You're telling me there's no Arteta ins in this chat. Where's Catch, man? Come back. Where's SB? SB, come back. You get me? I know he's Arteta in, bruv. Getting ganged up on
I've
here,
heard
man.
some crazy stuff come out of SB's mouth recently. The latest
Swear.
stream. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
It's
I need to go and
crazy.
watch
It's
it.
crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Enough to have, but you say if we were gonna do this, if we're gonna do that, we're not winning the FA Cup for number one.
We're
Yeah,
still cool, then. Yeah, of course we're
yeah.
cool, man.
3 games won in the FA Cup since Aubameyang won him that trophy. Yeah,
Oh, Aubameyang won him that trophy
yeah.
now, did he?
Aubameyang won him that trophy, and what did
Oh,
he do? His mum
all our
mistakenly just ousted him out. Nasty,
shut up,
arrogant
man.
man. Yeah,
Shut up, Dan, about nasty, arrogant man.
nasty,
He
arrogant
sorted the
man.
club out. Listen, you don't be turning up late, mate, and setting a bad example. You want people like
Right.
that? Nah, bruv. We don't want people like that turning up late. I know I'll turn up late on the streams, but that's about it. You get me? Yeah? You should not be turning
Yeah.
up late, bruv. That's a bad example.
So
Aubameyang had to
for
go,
you,
mate.
it's a stupid question. In that scenario that you just gave, you would say Arteta can stay after that, innit? 2 domestic cups.
Yeah,
Champions League
like I said, if we lost a Champions League final on penalties, Dan, how'd you get rid of a man after that, man? Yeah, and he's brung you 2 trophies. No way. Of course, I'd give him another 5-year contract. Mikel is too scared. Look, guys, I've got a whole video explaining why Arsenal are not scared. Yeah, so go and
Hey,
check it out.
chat.
It's on this
Go and watch
channel.
that video and go and cringe
Ooh,
yourself out.
I wouldn't mind Xavi. You know, yes, that's an interesting one, Xavi.
And he's
It's, a,
available. I've
it's an
actually said that
interesting one.
before Arsenal fire away Jaffy. And he's
That
available as well.
That is an interesting shot, to be fair, because
And
he's
he's going to be
available on
more
that.
attacking than Arteta.
Yeah,
100%.
can't lie though. I think this team is fucking ready made for like a Conte or a Jose. Though. I think this would be their dream team, man.
Mourinho, the special one. They're
6
rubbing
foot
out
players,
Mourinho, but you give
6
him
foot
the
players.
team
All
now.
right, give him this team, bruv. I'm not gonna lie, bruv. Like I wouldn't like it because he's Chelsea and Tottenham and all of that, but bruv, it would be box office, man. And fucking hell, it'd be mad.
Why are we leaving the Champions League to penalties? Because Arsenal wanted Norgard as his number 9. I tell you now, based on the last 3 years from what I've seen of this manager, it's not me being negative. We're not getting to a Champions League final. We're not winning the Premier League. Yeah? We're not winning the FA Cup based on evidence of winning 3 games since you've won it. You ain't been past the 4th round. Yeah?
No, do you know what? The stat about the semi-finals does concern me with Arteta as well, you know.
He scored one goal in what? How many? He scored one goal in what? 6 semi-finals?
Yeah, exactly. Look, I think the Carabao Cup could be really important this year because I think if no, listen, let me land it. I think if you win that end of February, right? Which Liverpool win it last year? Or did they lose it? They lost it in the end, didn't they? But they still went on to win the league. But I think if you can win that, and then this team has not won anything together, if they won that, I think it could really push them on in the title race if they win together a trophy and get that feeling. Do you know what I mean? This is what I can't deal with. I take Glasner. Then this is stupid. I'm sorry, Dan, but you're stupid if you want Glasner. Sorry, Mark. That's stupid talk. That really is stupid talk.
Glasner, right? Why is that stupid talk of what he's done with Crystal Palace?
It is. I don't give a fuck.
He's got the same credentials as Arteta right now of a worse team.
He's won a fucking FA Cup with Crystal Palace. Right, well done.
And he's won a fucking FA Cup with Arsenal. Well done.
Yeah, but there's no way in hell.
That's a bigger fucking thing.
There's no way in hell you come on. You can't want Glasner over Arteta. That's silly talk, man. No way in hell. A whole different system you're going to be playing and all of that. There's no way would you go and get Glasner, a Crystal Palace manager, to take over
Oliver
Arteta.
Glasner has won the Europa League with Eintracht Frankfurt in 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah? Credentials, FA Cup, and the Community Shield. He also won the Austrian Cup twice and
Austrian
Austrian
Cup.
Second League.
Austria.
Player.
Oh, well, then. Good day,
As a
mate.
player, as a player,
Let's
as a
have another shrimp on the barbie.
player.
You know that one, Dan, yeah?
But yeah, no, he's got a Europa League, an FA Cup. He's got more credentials than Arteta right now, with a worse
Hey, look.
team, less budget, Crystal Palace. That's the facts, Dan. That's the facts I'm dealing with. Europa League with Frankfurt. It went when it was the shit Europa League as well. That's a big thing.
Do you know who they beat in the final?
I don't care who they beat. I'm saying Eintracht
They beat
Frankfurt.
Rangers. They beat Rangers, yeah?
Okay.
Don't get me started on them.
Okay.
Enrique, yes, of course. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Mark, I agree with you on that one. But Glasner, that's a bit mad. That's a bit mad. Anyway, look, Mark, and I'm not sure if you guys have subscribed yet. Mark and Arteta is a loser. I can't believe he's got me saying that. He's probably done it just so I can say it. If you ain't liked and subscribed, please do us a favor, like and subscribe. Drop a little comment in for us as well. Yeah, we'll appreciate it, man.
Video should be coming this week. Gonna schedule.
Yeah, we're gonna be in every Monday, between either 8 or 8:30. We'll put out a notification, and you know how Dan feels, you know how I feel. So when we win, I'm gonna be grilling him. If we do slip up, he's gonna be grilling me on Arteta. But
that's one thing. When Arsenal win, because I'm in such a dark place, I enjoy the wins, bro. Yeah? And as an Arsenal fan sitting at home, your wins against Tottenham, maybe a win against Man City, that's your trophies this season. Enjoy those wins because that's as good as it's going to get. Remember, I told you that. Those wins against Man City, maybe a Inter Milan or a Real Madrid. Enjoy those days as your trophy because that's as good as it's going to get with Super Duper Mick.
Super Mick Arteta will win Arsenal the Premier League. Right, not last season, the season before. He's proved he can get up to that high level. He got to 89 points, most wins, most goals scored in Arsenal history. This year, we're going to go one better and we're going to win the Premier League under Super Mikel Arteta. And all of you lot are going to have to say, sorry, Mikel Arteta. I love you, Mikel Arteta. Straight up.
Wow.
We need a manager who isn't scared of the players or the fans. What about Scaloni after the World Cup? We need a manager with some balls. The players are too comfy. Scaloni, he's not with, who's Scaloni with now? He's not with Italy. They've got Gattuso now, isn't it? Scaloni, is that the Argentina manager, is it? I think it is the Argentina manager, right? I'm not gonna lie, bruv. I do really like him. I do really like him, that manager. Obviously he's got Messi, but still, he is a good manager. I'll be easy. Pause. Positive Dan. I'll be easy. Pause. Positive Dan. Call me. Why not? I don't really understand that one. Do you understand it, Dan?
I'll be easy. No, I don't get it, but big up the comment anyway. My man's gonna keep getting bigger up because the way his name, Arteta is a loser. That's it. That's my guy.
I'm just trying to see Arsenal fire away. Have you got like your own channel? If you have, man.
We'll go over and subscribe and
we'll go over and subscribe and look. Yeah.
100%.
We're going to be doing some little link ups as well with some other content creators soon and that as well.
Definitely big up, man. That's add us on. Arsenal Resolution, catch up, of course, each and every time. And I
did a show yesterday with David Speaks Football. That's on our channel, so you'll see that there. So go and give that a watch. David does grill me on some. Yeah, like I said, he pokes me until I eventually said and cracked and said what it would take for me for Arteta to go. So if you want to see me,
too nice about Arteta. He's too nice about Arteta and Arsenal. He's always, I don't want to hear nothing positive. Yeah, nothing positive. That's it. But yeah, we're gonna be at the game on Saturday, Nottingham Forest. Got some good seats. So yeah, it's gonna be good. Might even do a little vlog or something, man. That's what I think I'm gonna do. That's what we need to do, Dan.
Yeah, we'll do something like that for sure, man. Definitely.
Try and get 100%. Down to the Emirates early, get some footage. So look out for that as well. You know what I mean? A little bit of footage at the pub as well before.
So we're linking up nice and
early.
Is
it open before 12:30?
Of course it is, bro. Come on,
mate. What time's it open from?
Early doors, Dan, mate. Don't you worry about that, mate. When you go in there, when you go in with me, mate, you get a free drink as soon as you get in as well, bro. Don't worry about that.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
mate.
be up and active. I'm trying to get down there for about what? What time you saying? 10:30, 11? Them
Yeah,
sort of times.
You need a good hour and a half before the game, innit? At least
Yeah,
soak up the
definitely.
atmosphere and that.
But
All
yeah,
right,
big up
man.
the chat. Thanks for
Thanks for
watching.
guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Please,
Love
if you
every
ain't
time. Arteta out. All of that.
Arteta in. Arsenal's gonna win the fucking Premier League. We're fucking Arsenal. Don't ever forget it, guys. Please like and subscribe if you ain't. Big up Mark from Toronto. Big up Arteta is a loser. Big up SB. Big up Catch Up. Everyone who was in the chat. Thanks for
Love
watching.
each and every time.
Wait, here we go. I mean positive, Dan. Address me as why not. Okay, yes. All right, cool. Why not? Big yourself up, man.
Oh, that's what it
And
says. It makes sense now. That in his thing, innit? Why
yeah,
not? Why
yeah.
not?
Why not?
My bad,
Okay,
bro. I
yeah,
couldn't work it out because it was in numbers and why
yeah,
not? Yeah, I can see it now.
yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, it's all about Arsenal win. Yeah, I like that. We love that. Of course, Arsenal win for sure, all day long. Thanks for watching, guys. Big up.
Love.
See you all soon, man. Thank you.
Bless. Big up.